Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, where you join me for an early morning where we're heading to a racetrack for what is going to be an exciting day for many different reasons. Hello Tony! How are we?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, give us a wave.
I'm concentrating.
Give us a wave.
Mate, I'm driving.
Can you explain what we're doing today, where we're going, what's going on?
Why didn't you say two welcomes in your intro? Don't you say that anymore?
What? No.
What?
Big one lot of racing going on Archie Hamilton Racing, but we're heading to another track today.
Very good. You changed in your Instagram bio that you're a racing driver now.
Because I am. I go racing.
You're the only racing driver I know that's got his advertising at the underneath the car.
Go on, explain to the viewers why.
What?
They want to know the joke.
Why you got your advertising underneath your car?
Why?
Because you're always on your roof.
Tony's coming out to my race, which is in a couple of weeks' time in Paris.
Yep.
I'm going to win, aren't I, Tony?
Well, I hope so. I'm going to be in your ear on the radio in the pits.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, because you'll just be laughing.
Yeah.
Archie, the medical car's going to overtake you. Drink more Red Bull. We are heading to Snetterton today because we are doing an RMA day in Tony's Porsche GT3 RS. Tony called me up the other day and he was basically like, I really want to do a track day again, and I want to drive the Porsche again. So we were like, well, let's do a track you've not done. He's never done Snetterton. I've done Snetterton quite a few times. It's tight, it's technical, and I want to teach him around there and stuff like that.
Did you win there?
Yeah, I did actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you crash there?
Yeah. I did.
Do you know what someone actually asked me the other day about Snetterton? A friend of mine. And he said and he said to me, did Archie race at Snetterton? I said, yeah, I think so. I said, and he said, did he crash there? I said, most definitely.
We're going to have a good day ahead. And also I might be talking to you potentially in this video about I need to find a replacement for my SVR, so I might talk about that as well.
Oh yeah. What was the track you was on when your engineer told you that the corner wasn't flat and you went, yeah, it is flat, and then you ended up on your roof? What was that track?
That was Snetterton. That was turn one.
Was it? You think you could do it flat on new tyres and end up on your roof? Was you advertising underneath the car that day?
Here we are, we are just arriving at Snetterton. Oh, get in the lane. Get in the lane, Tone.
Is it this one or the other one?
Oh, you're in. Oh, you had a Red Bull, mate. You feeling ready for the day?
I am now, boy.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I have to have one of these to listen to you.
Tony, before we get there, I'm potentially looking at a hot hatch. What do you reckon? As a daily.
Oh, mate, buy one of these. Perfect.
Yeah?
Mate, honestly.
Really?
I think this is one of the best I mean, they are a lot of money, but all hot hatches are a lot of money. You spend 40 grand on a Golf R now.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
S3's more than 40 grand.
Yeah, they are a lot of money.
And these are chaos.
There's your car, Tone.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
That is chaos.
That is not going to go around quicker than you.
What, a radical?
That's not a radical.
No, that's not.
Here it is, Tone.
Yeah, but I don't know where we are.
No, we're parked at the wrong place, mate.
Yeah.
But that is your car.
Yeah, so what do I do now then? Just pull it in?
Yeah, you pull in here, mate. Yeah, look at that. Look how cool his GT3 RS looks. Right, I'm now in Tony's GT3 RS and we're going to hit the circuit very shortly. We've just had a briefing, etc. And I have a picture because I have a track map and I'm going to talk Tony through all of the corners on this track before we go. That's kind of what I do, like if I'm instructing or something like that. I'll take someone through, he's never been here before, so I'll take him through every single corner and he can see. Because Snetterton, to be precise, it's a pretty long circuit. It's nearly 3 miles. And we are doing the full circuit today. Fast flowing track, big braking points, and sort of at the end of the back straight and things like that. It's pretty quick, and I'm going to talk you through a lap as we go around with Tony alongside me. It's probably perfect for a car like this, Porsche GT3 RS. That's why he's using this car so much, because for track days and everything else, it's absolutely bang on. Let's fire this up. Oh, Porsches are just great. They are the absolute best. They really are. All right,
let's go.
We're in.
We're in.
Right, Tony, Stetterton, welcome. And welcome to
Stetterton.
another video.
Oh yeah, we're in.
Right, this circuit is tricky. You need to remember that it's quick and there's no runoff. Hence Paul Wallace, he crashed here.
Have we been out yet?
Yeah. Well, you just ruined the whole thing. You're not...
No.
Yes, we've been out already, Tony.
Have we said good morning yet? Have we done the intro yet?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we do that first and then do an intro after.
Well, well done for ruining everything and how we do videos.
When he's drunk, he doesn't do the intro at all and then does it in his house on his sofa. So now you know. An insight into YouTube.
Right, let's go on the circuit.
This is where you ended up on your roof.
Yeah, that as well. I rolled it in Formula Renault there, yes. Okay, next one. Yeah. Should we find Paul Wallace corner?
Paul Wallace, if you're watching, I'm doing a story later when you crash.
This long right, get into the corner, a little dab on the brake, but keep the momentum going as you go round. And this is fast. It's quick, and then brake, keep the car to the right for the left, and then turn it to the left.
See, I was too tight to that corner.
There you go. You're learning things. This is what you'll learn.
Yeah.
I'm a bloody good driver.
You can't teach this, boys and girls.
No, you absolutely can't. Right, 5th down to 4th, and this is the first apex. Carry the speed in, and then feeding the power all the way out. Don't go diving too early to the hairpin. 2nd, all the way in. Like I say, hold a bit of brake pressure on, and then just it will catapult you out of the corner.
That's what Porsches do.
Yeah, exactly. So here, 3rd gear, we're just onto the curb. Bringing the cars to the left. Just literally, you've got to think exit, exit, exit everywhere. I don't know why that's funny, but
it's like one of them cooking programs.
a cooking program. Yeah. Okay, going under the bridge. We're not thinking about cooking. We're thinking about do one brake through the whole corner. So I'm braking. My foot is still firmly on the brakes, and I'm still braking all the way around. And then I focus on the right. That's how you do that one.
Well, you're so much faster than me through there. Christ.
Trying to just build it up all the time. This long right. Just got to keep the car to the right the whole way through, and then you slowly get on the brakes, and then you get on the power to the exit. It's a really, really tricky corner because the car's doing everything. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
You've got to just be patient with it and just bring the car to the right the whole way through. Turn 1, 5th down to 4th, 6th down to 4th, sorry. Miss the first one and then just build it up. All the way. And you're out. And then you're out. But brake late. Using the gears to slow the car down. That's the key as well. I don't think you do. And then up to 3rd.
How dare you?
But the thing is with this circuit, right? A short shift goes a long way.
Yeah.
A massive amount of way, because it just means you can just get on the exit.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of corners here where you think, you know what, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense going through there slower.
Yeah.
You come out so much quicker. I think this car is absolutely perfect for this circuit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bang on. And Tony's been round earlier. We've already done a little session with him.
Yeah.
And you're quick.
Yeah, but I've got to get used to it, ain't I, boy? There's a few corners I already know now.
Do you know what I think it is? So when you went out, when you did 3 laps before we had to fuel it up.
Yeah.
What you were doing is you were just not really using all the road.
Yeah.
And you were kind of making the circuit harder for yourself.
Yeah.
By just maybe just braking a little bit, turning into the corner too early.
Yeah.
And then all you're doing in that situation is you're just basically making it just harder on the way out. So you think, well, open the corner up, and then the exits, everything's so much better.
Yeah.
And then it feels so much easier. So you're going quicker without realising.
Yeah.
I'm here all week.
I'm here all week.
Even here under the bridge, just next time when you go out, just hold the brakes all the way around.
Yeah.
And then it's so much quicker, because when you brake, you don't want to get on the throttle or on the brake again.
Yeah.
It should be one whole movement, not two. Honestly, it's unbelievable, this car, just how good it is around the circuit. It's everything you need in a car, and obviously for me it's perfect as well.
And you know what people don't understand? They go, it's only 500 horsepower, but it don't mean anything. Brake horsepower doesn't mean anything in this car because it's got too much grip and it brakes properly and it's light and it does everything that all the other supercars just don't do, as well as this. It's true.
And the gearbox is so good that you could just use the whole of the engine to stop the car. And that's another thing around here, what you really do is that one gear different on certain corners will make all the difference in this, because you're using the engine braking to really slow it down.
Yeah.
It's not just one of those things, and I think you noticed that earlier, didn't you, when you were one gear higher than being lower, you just carry more speed.
Yeah.
And the exit's so much easier because your rev range is higher or lower, so to speak. So then you just get on the throttle earlier. It's all these little things around this circuit which are just tricky to...
It's very technical, this circuit. It is very technical.
But for you it's perfect, because where you are with your driving, you're at a point where somewhere like Donington or somewhere like Brands Indy, that's not actually necessarily as challenging now. So you need to put yourself in different situations. And what I was saying to Tony earlier is that his driving is getting so much better that it's kind of the circuit, that's the main thing, and then the circuit just adds to that extra element to it.
Yeah, the circuit. You know what I notice when I'm driving this round as well, and when we've been in other cars and you've been showing me, in the other cars, when I'm coming out of corners, you always tell me to wait to get on the power.
Yeah.
You never say this in this car. Hardly ever do you say wait. You always say right power. Because it just absolutely pivots you out of the
As long as you stop the car kind of on its nose, that's kind of how you do it, and then you can power fully, then it's better. Like when you went out a little bit earlier and you went on the power, but then you came off the power because you just realised, oh god, I got on it too early.
Too early, yeah.
That extra bit where you wait, just wait for, literally wait for 2 seconds. Just wait, and then boom, the whole exit. You'll be doing 10, 15 mile an hour more down the back straight.
Yeah.
Just wait for 2 seconds. That's where some people are just a little bit too impatient. May I just say, before we talk about a car which I want to talk about, which is a big part of this video, is this man is chaos around a circuit. I've just sat next to him and I cannot believe his progress. And I'm not just saying this because I'm the last guy to blow something up your, you know what.
It is the first time you've ever said it, to be fair.
But he's rapid. And I've just had to really tank on to show him, you know, I'm a bit worried. Do you want to do the Jaguar race in Paris? But no, fair play to this man, he's getting rapid, and I wanted a full video sometime of him driving me to show, because I've been part of the instruction. It's not down to me, it's down to you listening, so all good.
Well, it's not, it's down to you, boy.
I know.
Because you've shown me.
No, sorry. It's down to you. You put it into practice and you're now rapid and we want to get him racing, so let's get Tony on the track.
Racing's chaos.
Me and you in British GT. Done.
Do we win?
Well, I think so, yeah. I think you're quick enough that we might. Anyway, there's something I want to talk to you about, and this is obviously the A35 AMG, which we've come up here with Tony, and I've made a bit of a decision. I want this man's advice, because he's Tony Gravelwood from gravelwoodcarsales.com, and I want...
.com?
Is it?
Do you think I am an airline?
And I wanted some advice on buying a hot hatch, because what I've decided to do is that I remembered, obviously the SVR's gone, and I remembered the days which I loved.
You remembered you ain't got a car.
I remembered I don't have a car, and I want to buy a hot hatch. What should I buy?
Alright, so you've got really three alternatives in this price bracket.
Yes.
You've got A35,
yeah,
obviously. You've got Audi S3,
yeah,
and Golf R. You've got lower price, you've got the
RS3?
No, it's higher, next bracket up, with the new A45. Different price brackets.
Yeah.
They're all in the same, you've got cheaper, you've got the Focus RS and blah blah blah, but they're all next bracket down.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah. So them the three Germans are in that bracket. So that's your alternative. I think, sum it up.
You're not explaining it yet?
Explain what?
Carry on.
You want me to explain?
No, carry on, you're doing well. You're doing well, no, you're doing well.
I know I'm doing well.
Okay.
They're the three alternatives.
Okay.
To split the cars, to split the difference between the three cars.
Yeah.
This is obviously the newest, the most modern, got the most tech in it.
How much?
Ready?
Yes.
The list price, 45 grand.
Mm.
An S3, similar spec, will be 45 grand.
Yeah.
a Golf R with similar spec, with all the extras, will be 40. It'd be 1,500 quid less. They're all very.
They're all the same. They're all competing with each other.
They're all competing with each other.
Okay.
They all drive similar.
What?
Fuel economy, which will be a big thing. You've literally been running a lorry for 6 months.
I literally don't have any money. Well, I didn't do before, did I?
Tell with the trainers you're wearing.
No, but they're expensive, thank you. But you know what I mean. What would you go for?
What, this?
Is that really?
Now? Yeah, it's the most modern, mate. It's the newest car.
Do you know how much I like the A45? Loved it. Best car I've ever owned. This has got the night pack, it's got everything else, it's got all the top spec that you want. And if I'm gonna go, obviously, with a hot hatch, I want every single bit on it, really. Miles per gallon?
I know.
35.
Is it?
Don't actually know. But anyway, it's gonna be a lot better on fuel than my SVR. And for London, I feel a hot hatch makes the most sense for me. It really does. We'll let my audience decide, won't we? How good does this A35 look though? The 19 plate, brand new, they're amazing. And just how cool they are. But it's not only that, it's when you jump in them as well. Let's have a little look in here. Because this is where things get very, very interesting. I've had to shut the door because there is a track there going on. It's this section. And Tony tells me that this has the advanced nav and everything else. For a daily, it's great. And all these, look at it, it's so good, isn't it? All this, just what's going on, is amazing. I've sort of read a lot of your comments in the last video, and that was where a lot of you basically just said A45, A35, Golf R, all those cars in that sort of price bracket. It really stood out that a lot of you would like that content, as well as obviously the racing stuff and the Porsche, hopefully, which is coming soon. And for me, daily around London, it could be really good. And the fuel economy we've got up here, I think it has been something like 30 miles to the gallon. So fuel is a massive thing. I mean, it's all fun and games when you're sort of, let's say, financing a car and things like that. But then the fuel on top, it's no good if it's like that much more. So anyway, this would just really help me getting a hot hatch. So let's see what we can find. And you guys, again, I want you to get in the comment section and help me out. What hot hatch do you think I should buy, basically? It is now time for me to head on my way back to London. I've just taken out Tony's A35 because I've been watching him and seeing where he can improve around the track. And so I've just been in that, and it's been a lot of fun. We'll talk about that in just a second. But also, it's been amazing to be back on track in the Porsche GT3 RS. An amazing car, handling, everything else. I'm on the case for my one as well. There'll be more news on that shortly. I've been getting a lot of questions like, Archie, you keep talking about GT3 RS and that you're buying one. Where is it? You hang on, just right there. Racing content, I love making it, and there's just so much of it at the moment, which is just amazing. I love making them. It's my favourite videos, if I'm going to be a little bit biased. I want you guys to get in the comment section down below, what hot hatch should I buy? The direction that this channel is going is so exciting, and I just cannot wait for the upcoming weeks and my debut back racing. Anyway guys, I hope you have liked this video. Leave those comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all very soon.